So we invented something called the business model canvas. And the business model canvas is like a canvas to paint on. You can describe existing business models, you can describe new business models, you can challenge business models, and ultimately you can use it to invent new business models with the same language. Why the word canvas? Because you can paint out an existing business model or a new business model and make it tangible. So let's look into this. It's about 9 building blocks. The first building block is customer segments. You need to ask yourself, which customers are you serving in your business? Let's look at a newspaper. What are the customer segments of a newspaper? Well, in fact, there are mainly 2. The readers, who want to be informed and entertained, and the advertisers, who want to reach an audience and sell something. So 2 different customer segments with 2 different jobs to be done. And for both segments and both jobs, you will have a different value proposition, a set of products and services that will help the customer get the job done. So once you know who you're targeting and what you're offering, you need to ask yourself, how do these customers want to be reached? Through which channels? Through which channels do they want to communicate with me as a company, as an organization? Through which channels do they want to receive the goods? Is it a physical channel? Is it a digital channel? Are we talking about stores? Are we talking about direct channels? Are we talking about indirect channels? So ask yourself, how does each customer segment want to be reached? The next block is about the customer relationships you establish. So if you're a Swiss private bank, you will have a very personal relationship. A banker will try to build up a very personal relationship with a wealthy family, maybe even over generations. That will have implications on the rest of the business model because it will be people-based, very personal, but not very scalable. If you're Amazon, what do you think? Does Amazon have a personal relationship with us? Well, not personal in the sense of a private bank, but personalized, because they understand our buying behavior and they recommend books to us. So Amazon will have a very automated relationship, but personalized, based on systems, based on computers, based on servers. So very different and much more scalable. Now you could also look at it in a different way. So Steve Blank uses the customer relationships to describe how you get, keep, and grow customers, which is a very important point because customers, you need to acquire them first. And once you have them, you better figure out how you're going to keep them. And if you don't have enough customers, it's not going to work out, so you want to grow. The next question is, what are people or companies that you're serving really willing to pay for? And how? Do they want to pay for something that they buy? Do they want to pay subscription? Are they going to pay a licensing fee? And through which pricing mechanisms? Remember, we mentioned Google? Google is auctioning off their search terms for advertising. They're not just selling them. That makes them much richer than if they would just sell them. So that's the right-hand part of the business model canvas. The part that shows which value you're creating, for whom, and how you're delivering that, and how you're capturing value for yourself as an organization. Now we want to look at the left-hand side of the canvas, where we ask ourselves, how are we going to do it? What do we need to create value? The first question is, which resources do I really need to create value? Do I need factories? Do I need a brand? Do I need intellectual property? Do I need servers? What are the key things that you need to have to create that value that you're promising on the right-hand side? And then the next question is, well, we know what we need to have, but what is it that we really need to do, that we really need to be good at in our business model? Which activities do we need to excel at? Is it marketing and sales? Is it research and development? Is it managing servers? What are those activities that are crucial in our business model. And since we're in the 21st century, we're not going to do everything ourselves. We're going to work with partners. So you want to ask yourself, in addition to suppliers, who are the key partners that can leverage your business model, that can turn your business model into something more powerful? So an interesting example here is the social gaming company Zynga, which built their entire business model, or a big chunk of it, on the back of Facebook, which became a partnership. And probably Zynga couldn't have scaled so quickly without using Facebook as a partner. Now, if you know all those three elements on the left-hand side of your canvas, very quickly you can sketch out what your core costs are. And then you have a big picture understanding of the logic of your business. All the pieces that you need to create, deliver, and capture value. All those elements that are important to succeed in business. Now, that's just a concept. Let's turn it into a real tool that we can use in our everyday work, where it really becomes a canvas on which we can paint out our business model. And I use sticky notes, or a new tool called Staties, to map out business models. That's very powerful because you will make it tangible. Ask yourself, what are or who are the customers? Sticky note. Well, if those are the customers, what value am I offering them? Sticky note. How am I reaching my customers? Sticky note. Oh, if that's the value I'm creating, that's the way I'm delivering it, well, what resources do I need? Sticky note. What activities do I need? Sticky note. So you can map out your entire business model, the business model you want to create or the business model that you already have. It will give you a clear picture and a better understanding of all the pieces of your business model.